Hello and welcome everyone. Let's begin with a short meditation. Sit back comfortably. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. आंखें धीरे से बंद और अपने शरीर को रिलैक्स होने दें। In this short moment, you don't do it. बस अपने मन को शांति का स्पर्श देना है। Feel your forehead soft, shoulders light, arms resting calmly, chest and heart relaxed, stomach soft, legs and feet rounded. अब अपना ध्यान सांस पर दीजिए। Breathing in calm, breathing out stress. और सांस के साथ मन और हल्का हो रहा है। Now repeat to yourself. I am peaceful and calm. मैं शांत feel so free with every breath. I choose to respond with calmness. My strength, breath, I'm मैं शांत हूँ। Now take a gently pause and set an intention. I value today. मैं इस शांति को अपने साथ रखूंगी। Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Okay, thank you so much. So we'll begin with today's reading. I'll just share the screen with you. Okay, so today we're going to start with a new chapter, Your Subconscious Mind and Harmonious Human Relations. In studying this book, you learn that your subconscious mind is a recording machine which faithfully reproduces whatever you impress upon it. This is one of the reasons for the application of the golden rule in human relations. तो अभी तक इस बुक को रीड करते करते हम ये तो समझ चुके हैं कि जो भी हम अपने सबकॉन्शियस को फीड करते हैं वो ही वही हमारे लाइफ में मैनिफेस्ट होता है। तो यही एक गोल्डन रूल है ह्यूमन रिलेशंस का भी। Matt 7:12 says, all things whatsoever you would that men should do unto you, do you even so to them. This quotation has outer and inner meanings. You are interested in its inner meaning from the standpoint of your subconscious mind, which is, as you would that men should think you about them in like manner. As you would that men should feel you also about them in like manner. As you would want men to act you towards them in like manner. तो जो भी हम चाहते हैं कि दूसरे हमारे साथ करें, हमें भी उनके साथ वही थॉट प्रोसेस रखनी होगी, वही बिहेवियर रखना होगा, वही फील करना होगा। तो सबसे पहले इंटरनली स्टार्ट होता है, व्हाट वी थिंक अबाउट अदर्स। दैट इज वेयर इट स्टार्ट्स। इट्स नॉट विथ व्हाट यू डू, इट्स व्हाट यू थिंक। वहां से सारा स्टार्ट होता है। So how we want them to behave with us, that is the way we should think about them. That is the way we should feel. Okay. For example, you may be polite and courteous to someone in your office, but when his back is turned, you are very critical and resentful toward him in your mind. Such negative thoughts are highly destructive to you. It is like taking poison. You are actually taking mental poisons which rob you of vitality, enthusiasm, strength, guidance, and goodwill. These negative thoughts and emotions sink down into your subconscious and cause all kinds of difficulties and maladies in your life. तो एग्जाम्पल दिया है ऑथर ने कि हम किसी के साथ बहुत पोलाइटली बात करते हैं, बट एज सून एज नो दे टर्न देयर बैक वी आर सो क्रिटिकल अबाउट देम। तो ये हमारे साथ भी होता है ना कि हम फेस वैल्यू पे बहुत पोलाइट होते हैं, बट यू नो जैसे ही वो चले जाते हैं हमारे थॉट प्रोसेस में, उनके अगेंस्ट वो कहीं ना कहीं रिजेंटमेंट होती है, नेगेटिव थॉट्स होते हैं। तो उससे क्या होता है, हम यही नेगेटिव थॉट्स हमारे सबकॉन्शियस में फीड होते रहते हैं, which causes problems in our life, which causes relations not to be good, because face value पे तो हम polite है, but how are we thinking about the person, how are we feeling, वो कहीं ना कहीं उन तक वाइब्रेट तो करता है, they sense what we are feeling about them. So the master key to happy relationships with others: judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. And with what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again. So, author कह रहे don't judge because you'll also be judged. किसी के लिए हमें judgment नहीं create करनी है. A study of these verses and the application of the inner truths therein contained represent the real key to harmonious relation. To judge is to think, to arrive at a mental verdict or conclusion in your mind. तो जजमेंट क्या होती है, जब हमारे माइंड में हम एक कंक्लूजन क्रिएट कर लेते हैं फॉर समबडी। तो हमारे माइंड में वही थॉट्स होती है फॉर दैट पर्सन, और हम हम उसको वही लेबल कर देते हैं। दैट इज व्हाट वी जस्ट कंक्लूड इन आवर माइंड। The thought you have about the other person is your thought because you are thinking it. Your thoughts are creative. Therefore, you actually create in your own experience what you think and feel about the other person. It is also true that the suggestion you give to another, you give to yourself because your mind is the creative medium. तो जो भी हमारे साथ जैसे भी बिहेव कर रहे हैं, जो भी हमारे लाइफ में हम लोगों से मिलते हैं उनका बिहेवियर होता है, जो हम अपने माइंड में क्रिएट करते हैं फॉर दैट पर्सन, दैट इज आवर ओन क्रिएशन। तो इट इज एंटायरली अप टू अस कि हम कैसा थॉट क्रिएट करें, हम कैसा फील करें अबाउट द पर्सन। अगर हमारे माइंड में कोई भी नेगेटिविटी होएगी, रिजेंटमेंट होएगी, कोई होल्डिंग ऑन होएगी, तो दैट इज व्हाट इज थिंकिंग इन आवर सबकॉन्शियस इज वेल। बट अगर रिगार्डलेस ऑफ हमारा जो भी रिलेशनशिप है, अगर हम अपने ही क्रिएटिव थॉट्स पॉजिटिव रखें, लव, प्योर लव हो, ब्लेसिंग्स हो, so then that is what we are feeding our subconscious, and that will help in improving relationships जहाँ भी हमारा थोड़ा सा ठीक नहीं चल रहा है। This is why it is said, for with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. When you know this law and the way your subconscious mind works, you are careful to think, feel, and act right toward the other. These verses teach you about the emancipation of man and reveal to you the solution to your individual problems. जो हमारी जजमेंट होगी, जो हम किसी के लिए भी सोचेंगे, वो सेम हमें उनसे भी फील होगा। Whatever is it goes through in our thoughts, we will get the same response from them. So we have to be very careful what we think, feel, you know, इसके लिए भी हमारे माइंड में क्या थॉट्स और इमोशंस हैं। And with what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again. The good you do for others comes back to you in like measure, and the evil you do returns to you by the law of your own mind. If a man cheats and deceives another, he is actually cheating and deceiving himself. His sense of guilt and mood of loss inevitably will attract loss to him in some way at some time. His subconscious records his mental act and reacts according to the mental intention or motivation. Your subconscious mind is impersonal and unchanging, neither considering persons nor respecting religious affiliations or institutions of any kind. It is neither compassionate nor vindictive. The way you think, feel, and act towards others returns at last upon yourself. तो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड की अपनी कोई क्या कह सकते, थिंकिंग नहीं है, कोई जजमेंट नहीं है। जो भी हम फीड करते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट मैनिफेस्ट्स, व्हाटएवर वी फीड इट, वो ही कम्स इनटू पास। तो इट इज द व्हाट वी थिंक एंड व्हाट वी फील is what manifests, in our relations. The daily headlines made him sick. Begin now to observe yourself. Observe your reactions to people, conditions, and circumstances. How do you respond to the events and news of the day? It makes no difference if all the people were wrong and you alone were right. If the news disturbs you, it is your evil because your negative emotions robbed you of peace and harmony. तो जो भी हम फील करते हैं, अगर जैसे उसने कहा था डेली हेडलाइंस मेड हिम सिक, तो जो भी बाहर हो रहा है, जो भी वर्ल्ड में व्हाटएवर इज हैपनिंग, इट इज व्हाट हाउ वी परसीव इट। हम क्या थॉट्स क्रिएट करते हैं, हम कितना उसको डिस्कस करते हैं, कितना हमें वो डिस्टर्ब करता है, दैट इज ऑल आवर ओन नेगेटिव थॉट्स जो हमें डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं। Okay, a woman wrote me about her husband, saying that he goes into a rage when he reads what certain newspaper columnists write in the newspaper. She added that this constant reaction of anger and suppressed rage on his part brought on bleeding ulcers, and his physician recommended an emotional reconditioning. वाह, तो वही ऑथर बता रहे हैं कि कितना हमें डीपली अफेक्ट कर सकता है। अब जैसे इस केस में उसने बताया कि ही स्टार्टेड हैविंग ब्लीडिंग अल्सर्स, बिकॉज इतना उसके अंदर वो गुस्सा भरता गया। जब भी वो रीड करता था उसको गुस्सा आ जाता था, एंड इट स्टार्टेड अफेक्टिंग हिम सो बैडली। तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हाउ वी परसीव थिंग्स, सिचुएशंस। हम न्यूज़ पढ़ते हैं तो हम कैसे रिएक्ट करते हैं, माइंड में उसको कैसे प्रोसेस करते हैं, कितना उसके बारे में सोचते हैं, कैसे थॉट्स क्रिएट करते हैं। इट्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट। I invited this man to see me and I explained to him the way his mind functions, indicating how emotionally immature it was to get angry when others write articles with which he disapproves or disagrees. He began to realize that he should give the newspaper man freedom to express himself, even though the latter disagreed with him politically, religiously, or in any other way. तो जो भी वो articles लिख रहा है, they are free to express themselves, even if we disagree with whatever they are writing. In the same manner, the newspaper man would give him freedom to write a letter to the newspaper, disagreeing with his published statement. He learned that he could disagree without being disagreeable. Wow. So what is the difference? He could disagree without being disagreeable. मतलब disagreeable is too deep, then वो एक mentally वो स्टेट में आ गया है कि एक वो जो गुस्सा और बिल्कुल ही रिजेंटमेंट वाला स्टेट हो जाता है ना, when you are being disagreeable to something, मतलब आपने कोई भी उसमें पॉइंट सोचना ही नहीं है। He awakened to the simple truth that it is never what a person says or does that affects him. It is his reaction to what is said or done that matter. तो जो भी हमें कुछ भी कहते हैं, इट इज दैट इज नॉट व्हाट इज अफेक्टिंग अस, बट इट इज आवर रिएक्शन। हमारा मेंटल रिएक्शन क्या है, हम क्या थॉट्स हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, क्या वो गुस्से के थॉट्स है, रिजेंटमेंट के थॉट्स है। सो दैट इज व्हाट अफेक्ट्स अस। This explanation was the cure for this man, and he realized that with a little practice, he could master his morning tantrums. His wife told me subsequently that he laughed at himself and also at what the columnists say. They no longer have power to disturb, annoy, and irritate him. His ulcers have disappeared due to his emotional poise and serenity. मतलब कोई भी किसी में भी वो पावर नहीं है कि वो हमारे मेंटल स्टेट को अफेक्ट कर सके। इट इज आवर ओन थॉट्स दैट मेंटली डिस्टर्ब अस। ये सब हमारी ही क्रिएशन है। तो जो भी जैसे भी कोई बिहेव कर रहा है, या हम कुछ भी पढ़ रहे हैं, किसी भी चीज के साथ हम डिसएग्री कर रहे हैं, बट वो हमारे थॉट प्रोसेस में कैसे चल रहा है, दैट पावर इज विद अस। I hate women, but I like men. A private secretary was very bitter towards some of the girls in her office because they were gossiping about her, and she said, and as she said, spreading vicious lies about her. She admitted that she did not like women. She said, I hate women, but I like men. I discovered also that she spoke to the girls who were under her in the office in a very haughty, imperious, and irritable tone of voice. She pointed out that they took a delight in making things difficult for her. There was a certain pomposity in her way of speaking, and I could see where her tone of voice would affect some people unpleasantly. If all the people in the office or factory annoy you, annoy you, isn't it a possibility that the vibration, annoyance, and turmoil may be due to some subconscious pattern or mental projection from you? अगर एक किसी के साथ आपके टर्म्स ठीक नहीं है तो दैट इज स्टिल अंडरस्टैंडेबल बट इफ एवरीबडी इज अनोइंग यू तो इट इज मे बी समवेयर इन योर ओन थॉट प्रोसेस आप ही के अंदर वो एक वो है फीलिंग है कि सारे ही मुझे अनॉय कर रहे हैं. We know that a dog will react ferociously if you hate or fear dogs. Animals pick up your subconscious vibrations and react accordingly. Many undisciplined human beings are just as sensitive as dogs, cats, and other animals. I suggested a process of prayer to this private secretary who hated women. तो because she hated them, उसके अंदर इतनी नेगेटिविटी थी that these people catched, जो भी उसके ऑफिस में थे वो कैच कर रहे थे उसकी वाइब्रेशन और वो वैसे ही बिहेव कर रहे थे उसके साथ. I suggested a process of prayer to this private secretary who hated women, explaining to her that when she began to identify herself with spiritual values and commenced to affirm the truths of life, her voice, mannerisms, and hatred of women would completely disappear. She was surprised to know that the emotion of hatred shows up in a person's speech, actions, in his writings, and in all phases of his life. जब किसी के अंदर इतनी हेट्रेड होती है तो जैसे उसके बात करने का तरीका, एक्शंस, लिखने का, हर चीज में वो रिफ्लेक्ट होता है. जैसे अगर कभी हमें भी इरिटेशन होती है, एंगर फील होता है, हमारा टोन भी चेंज हो जाता है, द वे वी टॉक, द वे वी स्टार्ट बिहेविंग. सो इट शोज अदर, दूसरों को भी फिर नजर आता है कि शी इज इरिटेटेड राइट नाउ. She ceased reacting in the typical resentful and angry way. She established a pattern of prayer which she practiced regularly, systematically, and conscientiously in the office. The prayer was as follows: I think, speak, and act lovingly, quietly, and peacefully. I now radiate love, peace, tolerance, and kindness to all the girls who criticized me and gossiped about me. I anchor my thoughts on peace, harmony, and goodwill to all. Whenever I'm about to react negatively, I say firmly to myself, I am going to think, speak, and act from the standpoint of the principle of harmony, health, and peace within myself. Creative intelligence leads, rules, and guides me in all my ways. बार बार ऑथर हमें ये बता रहे हैं कि कितना पावर है सबकॉन्शियस में जब हम ये सब एफर्मेशंस खुद को करते हैं. दैट इन एनी सिचुएशन विद एनी पर्सन, अगर कोई हमारे साथ ठीक से बिहेव नहीं कर रहे एंड जब हमारे अंदर ये सारी पॉजिटिव एफर्मेशंस चलेंगी, द वे वी रिस्पॉन्ड विद कामनेस. अदरवाइज सबसे पहले माइंड में नेगेटिव थॉट्स ही आते हैं बट हमें उसको ओवर पावर नहीं करना है, हमें उसको एक्शंस में नहीं लाना है. वी हैव टू start making a habit of creating all these positive affirmations and feeding them to our subconscious. The practice of this prayer transformed her life, and she found that all criticism and annoyance ceased. The girls became co-workers and friends along life's journey. She discovered that there is no one to change but myself. His inner speech held back his promotion. One day, a salesman came to see me and described his difficulties in working with the sales manager of his organization. He had been with the company 10 years and had received no promotion or recognition of any kind. He showed me his sales figures, which were greater proportionately than the other men in the territory. He said that the sales manager did not like him, that he was unjustly treated, and that at conferences the manager was rude to him and at times ridiculed his suggestions. I explained that undoubtedly the cause was to, sorry. I'm not sure how to. I explained that undoubtedly the cause was great. Sorry, give me a moment. Yeah. The cause was to a great degree within himself, and that his concept and belief about his superior bore witness to the reaction of this man. The measure we met shall be measured to us again. His mental measure or concept of the sales manager was that he was mean and cantankerous. He was filled with bitterness and hostility towards the executive. On his way to work, he conducted a vigorous conversation with himself, filled with criticism, mental arguments, recriminations, and denunciations of his sales manager. What he gave out mentally, he was inevitably bound to get back. जब मेंटली इतनी ज्यादा नेगेटिविटी होती है ना हमारे अंदर तो सामने भी हमें वो ही मिलता है इवन दैट पर्सन reflects back the negativity that we have inside us. This salesman realized that his inner speech was highly destructive because the intensity and force of his silent thoughts and emotions, and personally conducted mental condemnation and vilification of the sales manager, entered into his own subconscious mind. This brought about the negative response from his boss as well as creating many other personal, physical, and emotional disorders. तो it affects us physically as well जब हमारे अंदर इतनी नेगेटिविटी होती है वो इमोशनली और फिजिकली हमें खुद को भी बहुत डैमेज करती है. He began to pray frequently as follows: I am the only thinker in my universe. I am responsible for what I think about my boss. My sales manager is not responsible for the way I think about him. I refuse to give power to any person, place, or thing to annoy me or disturb me. I wish health, success, peace of mind, and happiness for my boss. I sincerely wish him well, and I know he is divinely guided in all his ways. He repeated this prayer out loud, slowly, quietly, and feelingly, knowing that his mind is like a garden and that whatever he plants in the garden will come forth like seeds after their kind. I also taught him to practice mental imagery prior to sleep in this way. He imagined that his sales manager was congratulating him on his fine work, on his zeal and enthusiasm, and on his wonderful response from customers. He felt the reality of all this, felt his hand shake, heard the tone of his voice, and saw him smile. He made a real mental movie, dramatizing it to the best of his ability. Night after night, he conducted this mental movie, knowing that his subconscious mind was the receptive plate on which his conscious imagery would be impressed. So, not only did he do affirmations, उसने mentally भी एक, एक सीन क्रिएट किया जिसमें वो उसे कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट कर रहा है, और every night he used to dramatize this mental movie. वो रिसेप्टिव हो रहा है, उसको congratulate कर रहा है. Gradually, by a process of what may be termed mental and spiritual osmosis, the impression was made on his subconscious mind, and the expression automatically came forth. The sales manager subsequently called him up to San Francisco, congratulated him, and gave him a new assignment as division sales manager over 100 men with a big increase in salary. He changed his concept and estimate of his boss, and the latter responded accordingly. Okay, so I think we'll end here. Tomorrow we'll start with becoming emotionally mature. तो आप सब शेयर कर सकते हैं आपको आज का फीडबैक. So would any of you like to share?
Hey, hi, Anika
Hi,
sister. Was very, very good.
thank you so
And
much.
हाँ जी, और मैंने क्या सीखा एग्जैक्टली तो मैं अभी बता नहीं पा रही हूँ क्योंकि ना अभी आज मैं थोड़ा सा गेस्ट लोग घर पे आए हैं तो फिर इसलिए मैं आपको सभी को अभी बाय बोलती हूँ. ठीक है, कल
Okay.
मिलते हैं.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, sister.
हाँ जी,
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
बाय बाय.
Bye.
Om Shanti sister.
Om Shanti, sister.
Yeah, today's session was about relationships and how or destroy your relationships. तो ये आपके पर है एक्चुअली रिलेशनशिप्स कैसे बिगाड़ते हैं. हम बिगाड़ने की एक ही वजह होती है, जजमेंट. कि हम जज कर लेते हैं लोगों को कि ये ऐसा ही है, ये वैसा ही है, और ये जजमेंट के हिसाब से हमारे थॉट्स नेगेटिव होते हैं, हमारा बिहेवियर नेगेटिव होता है, और हमारे रिलेशनशिप्स और हमारा जो फ्यूचर है वो भी नेगेटिव ही होता है. तो ये जो ऑथर ने बताया है कि आप रिलीज करो नेगेटिव जजमेंट्स को. जैसे ही आप नेगेटिविटी को छोड़ेंगे, लेट गो करेंगे, तभी आपके ये जो है वो आएगा, पर करना पड़ेगा.
Hmm. सिस्टर आपकी आवाज
पर
चली गई.
कहते हैं कि सभी लोग ऐसे ही हैं.
हाँ जी. हाँ जी.
गलती करता है तो हम वो पकड़ के रखते हैं कि सारे ऐसे ही हैं. तो यही एक्चुअली हम गलती करते हैं, फेमिलियरिटी में आते हैं, वो सभी एक जैसे ही है. ये इसी के कारण रिलेशनशिप्स खराब होते हैं, किसी और का गुस्सा किसी और पर निकाल देते हैं ना. तो ये यही प्रॉब्लम है.
राइट. हाँ
और
जी.
अच्छा सोचने के लिए लेट गो करना है, ब्लेम नहीं करना है, ना ही किसी को लेबल करना है. हम
हम्म.
किसी को लेबल क्या करें. जी, यही
राइट.
मेरी टेक अवे है. ओम शांति.
हाँ जी. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर शेयरिंग, सिस्टर. हाँ जी.
ओम शांति सिस्टर.
ओम शांति, सिस्टर.
थैंक यू, बहुत ही अच्छा सेशन था. कुछ कुछ लाइंस मतलब 3-4 बार पढ़नी पड़ेगी क्योंकि काफी लैंग्वेज थोड़ी सी इस चैप्टर में मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. आई वाज लाइक, पर जितना मुझे समझ में आया है उसमें 3 सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये था कि हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को खुद की आइडेंटिटी नहीं होती. जो हम सोचते हैं, जो हम रिएक्ट करते हैं, या रादर रिएक्ट नहीं, रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं, वो हमारी आइडेंटिटी बन जाती है. एंड पावर ऑफ विजुअलाइजेशन की कितनी इम्पोर्टेंस है वो एंड में हमें पता चलता है कि मतलब पहले से था बट अभी और थोड़ा एनहांस होके वो सामने आता है. एंड वन मोर थिंग इज लाइक कि हमें एक्चुअली क्या करना चाहिए कि हमारे रिलेशनशिप्स में हार्मनी बढ़े. और वो जो लाइन थी कि मास्टर की टू हैप्पी रिलेशनशिप विद अदर्स, तो इसमें काफी इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स है जो हम इतने चैप्टर्स में और इतने बुक रीडिंग सेशंस में देखते ही आए हैं. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी माइंडफुल एंड कॉशियस अबाउट व्हाट वी थिंक, एक्ट एंड फील. This was like my takeaway from today.
Hanji. Yeah, thank you so much, Hanji. That is very true कि what we think, सबसे important यही है कि हम क्या सोचते हैं और हम कोई भी सिचुएशन में हम क्या थॉट्स क्रिएट करते हैं. तो दैट इज समथिंग. और जैसे इसमें बताया है कि पॉजिटिव एफर्मेशंस आर सो इम्पोर्टेंट कि जो भी हमारे सामने हो रहा है हम फिर भी वही पॉजिटिव थॉट्स क्रिएट करें. वी डोंट किसी के भी बिहेवियर से हमारे थॉट प्रोसेस इन्फ्लुएंस ना हो. वी जस्ट रेडिएट दैट प्योर लव एंड ब्लेसिंग्स टू एवरीवन. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining today and sharing your takeaways. Thank you. So, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Bye.